Well, it's like that idea. You always try to find a justify. How do I drink?
Do you? Is that what you do?
I have for a long time. I probably shouldn't admit this. If it were rolling, then I'm going to. But I literally went to an AA meeting 2 days ago.
Okay.
Just to say, you know what?
Yeah.
I need to figure this out because I think a lot of people are alcoholics and they just don't, either they don't want to admit it or their definition of being an alcoholic is, well, I had a DUI or I beat my wife or I hit my kids or I lost my job because I drank too much.
There was a consequence to,
And I'm just like, you know what? You don't just start off like that. You don't start drinking and then immediately have a DUI or immediately lose your job. It's a progression. And so I started looking at like Facebook posts, or not Facebook, but Instagram, because I don't have Facebook, and seeing like, wow, like pretty much every single post I have is me and Rach with some sort of a drink.
Yeah.
And then I started going back and thinking, I texted a buddy this morning. I said, man, hey, this is literally day 7 without alcohol.
Good.
And the last time I haven't had a drink in 7 days was 5.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, that realization hit me. I'm like, holy cow, I can't stop drinking.
Yeah. There's lots of people in our community who are sober, and I drink socially, like once a month or once whatever. So for me, it's not a trigger or a coping mechanism because I am so deep into like health and fitness. But it is when we sit down with people and we map out goals, we make it clear that like things that aren't on the yes list is alcohol. Like if you want to
any level, like
if you want to look better, feel better, this is what's not on the list. And if you choose, like you're an adult, you can choose to go have a drink. You can choose to go and have chocolate cake. Just know every deviation, every detour is going to prolong you reaching your goal.
Yeah.
So it's your choice. You can make that exit and then try to get back on the freeway. But every time it's a longer time to your destination.
So are we rolling, Sean? Love it. No, leave it in. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. Yeah, good segue into health and fitness. Yeah. No, it really was, I mean, back to this, I think I tried to find a way to have alcohol, but still try to be healthy. Not in the same way as like, okay, you might have a drink once a month, once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Birthday party, auction down at Trailbreaker or something.
Yeah.
I get it. But I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll not drink beer. Maybe I'll move to hard alcohol and start drinking, Tito's, soda water, splash of cran. That was that's been the go-to for a while. And I'm like, okay, well, God, I can't just keep doing this. This is getting expensive. And we'd spend, I think the worst month we had during COVID, I mean, I hate to admit this, but it was like $4,000 or $5,000.
Yeah.
Just eating out. I mean, that's not all alcohol, but it was eating out. And
the budget of.
Yeah. And then it was like, okay, well, if I can't do beer and now I'm doing, and I hate, drinking all these seltzers. I'm like, I'm not going to do White Claw. Nothing against White Claw, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
If I'm gravitating to try to find a way where I can drink every day or 5 days a week and still work out, you're saying that you can't do it. You can't have alcohol.
I'm saying if you want to change how you look, if you want to change how you feel, if you have any performance indicators you want to see move, then you need to remove things that inhibit the process. And alcohol in no way helps the process. So we kind of have to lean into every move you make, every decision, whether it's what you eat or what you take in or what you spend your time doing, how many steps you take. Like everything you do is either a movement in a positive or the negative. Like there's no neutral. So the more movements you choose in the negative, the longer it's going to take and the more pain it's going to take to get to that end point. So
I always heard, correct me if I'm wrong, I've heard that alcohol too is kind of this triple threat where if you drink it, not only are you adding in all these extra calories, that's the first one, but then second, it slows your metabolism down. That's the second one. And then you drink and you go binge.
It's more like, it's not like that drink is going to make or break, but it's more like you're having that drink because you want immediate gratification to something. It helps me relax. It helps me feel better. Whatever. It's a social thing. Yeah. I do it with my friends. It's this trigger that makes you feel a certain way. And so what we want to do, it's not that it's bad, but usually that trigger, what else do you have with your drink? Well, then I'm going to have some chips, and then I'm going to have some pizza, and then I'm, so it's not necessarily like
it's such a great
the drink
combination.
alone that is, man, so bad for you. It's more like the environment around it.
Yeah.
If that is present, usually there's other things present that are going to trigger other bad habits, other bad behaviors, versus when you cut that out, it makes it easier to then say yes to some of the things you should be doing more of, and no to the things you should be doing less of. If you actually want to look better, feel better, live better. If you don't care, you don't want to move the needle, then like, sure, have a drink.
Just have a drink.
Yeah.
See, I would always, especially when it was beer, it was at least 4 IPAs.
Yeah, and that's
session.
usually, you don't usually have one.
Yeah, never.
Also, like,
I don't think I've ever had just one beer.
Yeah.
Maybe I could count a number of times on one hand in my entire life, but and IPAs are usually way higher caloric count, 250 calories per beer. So I have 3 or 4 of those in a night, and I do that 4 or 5 nights a week. I mean, God, what's the math? That's an extra 4,000 or 5,000 calories a week.
Yeah.
That's like a whole another 2 days of eating on top of what I'm already eating.
Yeah.
No wonder
I mean, and hopefully when you're drinking, hopefully it's social.
Yeah.
More than like sitting at your house and just like drinking.
By myself, no. It was
drink
never
after
that.
drink after drink. Because then also you are the average of who you surround yourself with. And if you are surrounding yourself with other people who like to drink, doesn't mean they're bad people,
right.
But it also means they're probably eating too much food, or like I said, it pairs well with pizza, pairs well with rich food, and that's not bad. But again, when you want to look better, live better, feel better, those choices make you feel great in that meal, in that moment. And then you wake up the next day 5 pounds heavier and you don't feel good. And again, it's nothing that's going to help you move the needle forward.
It's funny too, because I was talking with a friend 2 days ago. He was really sad. He was drinking some beers out on his lawn.
Yeah.
And we just swung in to say hi. And he was really sad or whatever, something going on in his family.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, do you guys want to come over tomorrow? We're gonna have some drinks, blah blah blah." And I said, "Hey, well, I'm not drinking right now."
Yeah.
And then didn't get the invite.
Yeah.
It's kind of like people don't want to invite you over if you're not known to have a drink, and it's almost like that friend circle changes. And so I need to, that was one of the reasons I wanted to go to this AA meeting, was not to say that I'm out of control, but to say,